Hey there, future world travelers. Are you ready to set sail on an exciting adventure without leaving your comfy chair? Well, buckle up and get ready to explore the vibrant world of the González family in 33 Smiles in the Sun, a Cuban family adventure. Join us as we dive into the heartwarming tale of a Cuban family's extraordinary day filled with cultural exploration, delicious food, and most importantly, the power of family bonds. Let's embark on this incredible journey together. In the heart of Havana, where the sun shines brightly and the rhythms of salsa fill the air, there lived a close-knit Cuban family, the Gonzálezes. The family consisted of parents, Luis and Rosa, along with their two wonderful children, Mateo, a curious and energetic 10-year-old, and Mila, a spirited and imaginative 6-year-old. Their home was a place brimming with love, laughter, and the aroma of freshly brewed Cuban coffee. But today was no ordinary day. It was a day filled with family fun. As the first rays of sunlight peeked through the window curtains, Mommy Rosa began preparing a delicious breakfast of Cuban bread topped with guava jam. While humming cheerful tunes, Papa Luis woke the children with a big smile, inviting them to join him in the kitchen for breakfast. Rise and shine, mis amores, sang Mommy Rosa, dancing into the kitchen with a plate of warm Cuban bread and guava jam. Today isn't just any day. It's our 33 Smiles in the Sun, family fun day. A day to explore 33 of the most magical, joyful things Cuban families love to do together. Are we really doing 33? Asked Mila, age 6, rubbing sleep from her eyes. Claro que sí. Papi Luis grinned. A whole day of exploring, eating, playing, and dancing across Cuba. Mateo, age 10, zipped his backpack and checked off his handmade map. Let's make this the best family day ever. And so their incredible adventure began. First stop, the beach. The González family piled into their car and headed towards the coast. The drive was filled with singing, laughter, and excitement as they anticipated a day of fun in the sun. Upon arriving at the beach, they wasted no time in embracing the joyful atmosphere. They spread out their blanket, took off their shoes, and ran towards the shimmering water. Mila shrieked with delight as she chased tiny crabs and sea foam. Mateo built a sandcastle fortress complete with shell-topped towers. Mira, a pelican, shouted Mommy, pointing at the sky. They laughed, they swam, they took silly selfies, the kind with seaweed hats and sandy toes. This beach feels like pure magic, whispered Mila, gazing at the endless expanse of golden sand and turquoise waves. After a few hours of splashing in the waves, it was time for a little exploration. They walked along the shore, collecting seashells and searching for treasures hidden by the tide. Mila found a heart-shaped shell that she knew would make her grandmother smile. For Abuela, she whispered, carefully placing it in her bag. Refreshed and rejuvenated, the family continued their adventure, heading to Vinales, a picturesque valley known for its tobacco fields and limestone mountains. The drive was filled with scenic beauty, allowing them to soak in the stunning landscapes of Cuba. Upon arrival, they decided to go horseback riding through the lush green valley. The horses were calm and gentle, making the ride enjoyable for both children and adults. As they trotted past rows of tobacco plants and around the base of the limestone mountains, they couldn't help but feel a sense of tranquility wash over them. Yeehaw, shouted Mateo, as his horse picked up the pace. Mila named her horse Azúcar, Sugar, because of her sweet white mane. They stopped by a local farm where they could refresh themselves with a glass of fresh sugarcane juice. Sweet and chilly, Mila giggled as she sipped from a tall glass. This tastes like a hug from the sun, she added with a big smile. The next stop on their adventure was Trinidad, a charming town renowned for its colonial architecture and vibrant culture. The family rented bicycles and set off on a tour through the town's cobblestone streets. As they pedaled past pastel-colored houses adorned with flowers, they couldn't help but feel transported back in time. Musicians played guitars from porches, and children waved as they passed. Hola familia, bienvenidos, they called out, their voices echoing in the quaint streets. Taking a break from cycling, they stopped under the shade of a palm tree to enjoy some snacks. They shared a paper cone full of juicy mango slices and sticky guava pastries. 10 mangoes for 10 smiles, said Papi. Their journey continued to the breathtaking El Nicho waterfalls nestled in the mountains. The family hiked through lush vegetation until they heard the soothing sound of cascading water. When they finally saw the falls, they were in awe. The water shimmered like silver threads against the backdrop of lush greenery. Mateo wasted no time in jumping into the natural pool below the falls, creating a huge splash. "Waterfall hair, don't care," laughed Mommy, as she joined him for a refreshing swim. As the sun began its descent, the family explored Cueva de Saturno, a mesmerizing cave adorned with stalactites and stalagmites. Guided by the soft glow of lanterns, they ventured deeper into the cave, marveling at its natural beauty. The highlight of the cave was an underground lagoon, its surface reflecting the dim light and creating a surreal atmosphere. "Look, a real underground lagoon," whispered Mila, her eyes wide with wonder. With the cave exploration complete, they headed back home, their hearts filled with the magic of the day. Before saying goodnight, they gathered in the living room for some music and dancing. As the rhythmic sounds of salsa filled the air, they twirled and swayed, letting the music move their bodies. Even their dog, Coco, joined in the fun, barking on beat. "Dancing with my family is the best," said Mila, beaming with joy. The following morning, they woke up refreshed and ready for another day of fun. After a delicious breakfast, they set off to visit Abuela and Abuelo in Santiago. Abuela welcomed them with open arms and the aroma of freshly brewed Cuban coffee. As the children played with their grandparents, the adults chatted about family and reminisced about past adventures. Then it was time for a special treat, drumming with Abuela. In Abuela's backyard, the beat of bongos echoed as orange blossoms swayed. "Every rhythm tells a story," she said, tapping along with Mateo. As the day drew to a close, they headed back home, their spirits lifted by the warmth of family and the rhythm of the drums. Over the next few days, the family continued their tradition of 33 smiles, each day filled with unique experiences and cherished moments. They visited art galleries, strolled through bustling markets, and even took a classic car tour around Havana. Each adventure brought them closer together, strengthening the bonds that united them. As the week went by, they indulged in authentic Cuban cuisine, savoring dishes like ropa vieja, lechon asado, and delicious platanos. At night, they enjoyed traditional Cuban music, dancing under the stars or simply relaxing at home while listening to live performances on the radio. "Our family is so lucky to have so many smiles in our lives," said Mila, snuggled up on the couch with a mug of hot chocolate. Finally, the day of the surprise birthday bash for Poppy arrived. The family had planned a special celebration, complete with balloons, maracas, and even a guava cake taller than Mila. As Poppy entered the house, he was greeted with the words, "Feliz cumpleaños," shouted by the whole family. The cake was beautiful, the food was delicious, and the company was even better. "I am the luckiest dad in the world," said Poppy, his eyes shining with happiness. And so their incredible 33 smiles in the sun, family fun week came to an end. As they reflected on their experiences, they realized that the true essence of their adventures lay in the shared moments with their loved ones. From the laughter echoing on the dance floor to the quiet moments of connection during starlit evenings, each moment was a reminder of the profound bond they shared. "Family is the heart of every adventure," whispered Poppy as he tucked Mila in for bed. And so their story continues, filled with laughter, love, and the promise of many more smiles in the sun. Now it's time for you to add your own smiles to your family's story. How will you create unforgettable memories with your loved ones? What traditions or activities bring your family closer together? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. We would love to hear about the special ways you create smiles with your family. Thank you for joining the González family on their heartwarming adventure. We hope you've enjoyed this tale as much as we've loved bringing it to life. If you're eager for more captivating stories, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. There are more amazing tales waiting to be discovered. Until then, keep seeking adventure, cherishing your loved ones, and most importantly, keep smiling. Because like the González family, every day is an opportunity to create new smiles and lasting memories.